Morning. I'm Cadet Ernest. This is a Rte Plan briefing. It's unclassified. The task for this briefing today is to provide second squad with a general overview of our route to go set up our ambush at ambush site Diego in the city of Charlie Foxtrot 8904 287. Yeah. This is the orientation of our terrain. We have our patrol base here. An RP here with our kill zone. Some pretty serious terrain, as mountain-wise, really hilly all across it. And then we have one major area right here that we're going to be conducting an LDA crossing at, but we're going to get into that later. So our first movement is going to be from our SP, which is the patrol base, to checkpoint 1. It's going to be at a magnetic azimuth of 189 degrees, and it's going to be about a 60-meter movement. We're going to stay below the military crest of this ridge line that we're staged on, that our patrol base is on. And we're going to be moving in a squad column fire team wedge in traveling because we're just leaving our patrol base and enemy contact is unexpected. We're going to be staying in a squad column fire team wedge the entire time, just so I don't have to repeat myself. Next movement's going to be from checkpoint 1 to checkpoint 2. We're going to be moving at a 84-degree magnetic azimuth for about 200 meters. This is going to get us across the ridge line, and we're going to follow a draw down, and we're going to stage on this side of the road, and then we're going to conduct LDA crossing per squad SOP. Then we're going to recoup and conduct an accountability check at checkpoint 3. Yeah, so from checkpoint 2 to checkpoint 3, we're conducting a LDA crossing per unit SOP. Checkpoint 3, we're conducting accountability check. And as soon as that is good, we're going to get back up and be moving in a squad column fire team wedge. Things to take into account here. From checkpoint 1 to checkpoint 2, we're going to be moving and traveling overwatch because we are close to a major road and enemy contact is possible. There could be patrolling enemy vehicles. So yeah. Alright, and as soon as we hit checkpoint 3, get our accountability check and get back into a squad column fire team wedge. And we're going to continue moving in traveling overwatch. We're going to move from checkpoint 3 to checkpoint 4, which is going to take us across this draw. And at checkpoint 4, we're going to switch to traveling. So we're going to sacrifice a little bit of security for a little bit of speed so we can kind of plan our mission up. The whole time we are staying below the military crest of the ridge lines of this draw here, or below the military crest of this draw and below the military crest of this ridge line to provide us some concealment and cover because we are going to be traveling through some heavily wooded areas that provide good cover from enemy rounds. 18-inch trees or bigger to provide us some cover from 7.62 rounds. So from checkpoint 4, checkpoint 5, we're going to be moving at traveling. And as soon as we hit checkpoint 5, we're going to switch into traveling overwatch because there is a kind of an open area here. So we're going to space out 5. It's going to become more likely. Okay, so as you see here, this is a big hilltop where unexpected enemy OP may be. So from checkpoints 5, 6, and 7, we're going to be moving in a traveling overwatch to increase security because enemy contact is potential. Moving from checkpoint 5 to checkpoint 6, we're going to be moving at a 62-degree azimuth for 200 meters. Checkpoint 5 to checkpoint 6 is going to take us across this ridge line and put us on the opposite side's military crest and this little valley between these two ridge lines. As soon as we cross that, we're going to continue handrailing the ridge line until we reach checkpoint 6. The big key terrain, like I said, is right here. No major obstacles except the rivers near and far and the valleys. And our main avenues of approach are going to be using the military crest to our advantage. Checkpoint 6 to checkpoint 7, we're going to be moving at a 15-degree magnetic azimuth for about 160 meters. This is going to take us, continue to take us up this ridge line following the military crest, and we're going to end up going over a spur shooting off this main hill, and it's going to put us in a valley, or sort of a valley. It's going to put us at the tip of one of the rivers that shoot off. From checkpoint 7 to checkpoint 8, we're going to be moving at 64 degrees magnetic azimuth for about 90 meters. The intent behind this is to get from stay below the military crest of this hill where the enemy OP is expected, and we're going to continue moving in a traveling overwatch, moving through these spurs and draws until we reach the far side. And we'll be able to tell once we hit checkpoint 8 that it is the highest point in the area, because that is one of the major spurs that shoots off right there. And like I said, we're gonna be moving at a 64 degree azimuth for 90 meters. Checkpoint 8 to checkpoint 9, like I said, it's gonna take us over this ridge, and we're gonna be handrailing this ridge line right here for 110 meters at a 164 degree magnetic azimuth. We're going to be staying below the military crest of this. We're going to be on the side of the ridge line closest to our ORP. We're going to move over a spur to checkpoint 10. Checkpoint 10 is going to be at the top of a stream, the stream that's nearest to our ORP. Moving from checkpoint 9 to checkpoint 10, we're going to be at a 67 degree azimuth for 70 meters. And moving from checkpoint 10 to our ORP, we're going to be moving at an 80 degree magnetic azimuth for 130 meters. And we're going to move at traveling overwatch still due to the cover and concealment that the trees provide us for the kill zone. That is our primary route.
I will be briefing the alternate route. It is an unclassified alternate route brief. Alright, so for starters, we start at checkpoint 1, we SP from there, travel 290 meters to checkpoint 2 in 114 degrees grid in a squad column fire team wedge. So for the rest of this movement, we will conduct a squad column fire team wedge all throughout. Our movement pace will be traveling until we reach checkpoint 2 to 3, which then we'll conduct an LDA crossing in this road. So from there we will change from traveling to a successive bounding overwatch because of the gap here, in order to ensure we have security when crossing this LDA from 2 to 3. Alright, after that movement, checkpoint 3, we reconsolidate our squad, gain accountability of our equipment and our men. We will travel 86 degrees for 270 meters up until checkpoint 4. From checkpoint 4, we will then travel 71 degrees up until the top of this hill right here. Keep in mind we are below the military crest while we are making these movements, so our concealment is maximized. So from checkpoint 4 to 5, that's our movement. Then moving on from checkpoint 5 to checkpoint 6, our landmark is going to be this spur right here in the middle, and we're going to be traveling 56 degrees for 100 meters. Now once we reach checkpoint 6, our key terrain is going to be the edge of this elevation here, a rise in elevation. That will be marked as our key terrain for us to know we're in checkpoint 6. Moving on from checkpoint 6 to 7, the same deal with here. A rise, a decline, and a rise again in elevation will be our marker for going through checkpoint 6 to 7. We will be traveling 45 degrees for 90 meters. Finally, from checkpoint 7 to 8, same deal, we will travel 22 degrees and follow the ridge line right here. So we arrive at a decline in elevation. So that's our movement. Moving on from checkpoint 8 to checkpoint 9, our movement is going to be 14 degrees grid at a distance of 250 meters same formation, same movement techniques at 250 meters. From then on, from checkpoint 9 to checkpoint 10, we will travel 200 meters at 44 degrees grid till we reach checkpoint 10, by which we will then conduct our final leg of movement to checkpoint 10 to our ORP at 90 meters at 52 degrees. Now keep in mind, our platoon gave us a hit time of 1600. The distance of this route in total is 2.8 kilometers. So doctrinally speaking, per the Ranger Handbook, our goal is to accomplish this movement within 4 to 5 hours. That concludes my